Myself, yes, Amos Nagaran, Assistant Professor in EEE Department, PSN College Engineering Technology. Now we are going to study about structure of power system. This is the main content of the structure of power system. Introductions, one-line diagram, and components of power system. The introductions of structure of power system. The structure of power system consists of three important main parts: generation, transmission, and distributions. So the in structure of power system show that how the power receiving from generating station to receiving station. First, we have generator in generating station and power transmitter through transmission line, and the power received at the receiving end, that is called as substation. The three parts that join together, that is called as the structure of power system. The generating rating, the generators of power system, the rating will be around 6.6 kV and 10.5 kV, 11 kV, 13.8 kV or 15.75 kV. In generation, we are using all the plant. So renewable energy, renewable power plant also will be included. Non-renewable energy sources plant also will be included. So all the plant join together and will meet out the load requirements. That is represent the structure of power system. It is the diagram of the structure of power system that represent the see to that five stages. The five stages show that how the power developed in generating station, and then the power how the reach to the consumer end. That will represent the single line diagram of the structure of power system. We having five stages. First one, generating station, and second one, sending and substation, and third one, receiving station, and fourth one, secondary substation, and finally distribution station. Now we are going to see first one, generating station. The generator rating is the global standard. The rating of generator will be around 6.6 kV, 10.5 kV, 11 kV, 13.8 kV, or 15.75 kV. The rating will be same for all over the world. The rating will be same. So the power developed the rating of 6.6 kV or 10.5 kV. That power will be step up with the help of a step up transformer. The rating of 220 kV, 132 kV, or 110 kV, or 400 kV, or 765 kV. So the step up transformer, the primary input from the generating place, we are taken as reference as the 11 kV. Input, the reference is 11 kV. So that 11 kV will be step up. The rating of 220 kV, 132 kV, 110 kV, 400 kV, 765 kV. Why step up voltage in different voltage rating means to reduce the power losses. If you, as it is the developed power, generator power, the rating of 11 kV or 6.6 kV, we are transmitted through long transmission line in long distance. Definitely some 50% of power will be lost. So that in order to reduce the power losses, we step up the voltages. The rating of 220, 132 kV, 110 kV, 400 kV, 765 kV, like that. So next one, the sending and substation to the receiving station. There we are represent the discontinue line. That is called as the primary transmission line. So the primary transmission line can be classified into three types: the short transmission line, and medium transmission line, and long transmission line. So we don't know the exact distance between generating station to receiving station. So we are represent and discontinue line. So the short transmission line represent the 0 kilometers to 80 kilometers. So within the distance of distance between the transmission line set to the short transmission line. Suppose generating station to the receiving station above 80 kilometers, to 150 kilometers, that is called as medium transmission line. And finally, on the third one, the above 150 kilometers, above 150 kilometers between the generating station to receiving station, that is called as a long transmission line. So that's why different distance of the heavy distance will be varied, so that we represent the discontinued line in the primary transmission line. So okay, now the power received received at the receiving station. So the rating is 220 kV. The 220 kV, the 220 kV of input of the transformer step down. The rating of 33 kV or 66 kV. So 66 kV, that is called as the secondary transmission. That is called as the secondary transmission. So the secondary transmission, the rating of voltage is 33 kV or 66 kV. And again we have stepped down the voltages. First step down voltage is 33 kV and 66 kV. Again we have stepped down the voltages, the rating of 11 kV and 66 kV. So in that step down transformer, the input voltage is 33 kV. So the output voltage is 11 kV or 6.6 kV. So majorly we are using the consumer, the big consumer to small consumer. So the rating requirement is 11 kV or 66 kV. So here the secondary substation, the directly output will feed to the big consumer. So the big consumer like rubber industries, cement industries, so etc. like that. So the requirement of big consumer voltages will be around 11 kV or 6.6 kV. So they will take the separate line from the secondary substation. Again we are now we are meet out the big consumer. Next second we are going to meet out this service main consumer distributors. The rating will be 400 volt for the 3-phase supply, or 230 voltage for single phase supply. So mostly are residential, small commercial places where your requirement voltage is 400 voltage for 3-phase, 230 voltage for single phase. So the single phase voltage and 3-phase voltage will connected to the service mains and through the distribution transformer. So the single line diagram of the Saksura power system represents how the generating power from the various power plant, or coal or thermal, hydro power plant and nuclear power plant, and the generator power, how the power received to the consumer. So the 5 different levels crossing that, after that only the power receiving to the consumer. So now we are going to see about components of the electric power system. So the single line diagram consists these following the components: the generator, transformer, transmission line, control equipments, primary transmission and secondary transmission, and primary distribution and secondary distribution. So the generator, we know that it generates the electrical power. So the generator is working the principle of electromagnetic induction principle. So whenever the current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field, the current will be the EMF getting induced. That is the EMF principle that will represent. So we are converting the one form of energy into electrical energy. We are converting. That is called as the generator. So the generator the generators will be varied in thermal power plant, hydro power plant, nuclear power plant and wind power plant. Those generator, the different types of generator will be there. So depends upon requirement. So we can choose based on from the generator. Second, we are going to see the transformer. So we know that the transformer is a static device. And transformer is a static device. It will transfer the power one circuit to another circuit without changing the frequency. So that's why for the step up transformer means the frequency will be same. The frequency level for 50 Hz will be same, but we have step up the voltage with respect to magnitude of the voltage. For example, the input of the transformer 6.6 kV, the output is 110 kV. So the input voltage as well as output voltage frequency will be same, but the magnitude of the voltage will be varied. So that's why we are using the transformer for increasing the voltage or decreasing the voltage level. Second one, third one, transmission lines. So the transmission lines used to carry the power generating station to receiving station. With the help of transmission line, with the help of transmission line, the power received to the consumer. Next one, the control equipment. So the control equipments is very important. Suppose any fault occur in generating places or transmission place or distribution end, like symmetrical fault or unsymmetrical fault may be occur. So if you, in order to save the healthy part from the fault condition, we need to use the control equipments, so circuit breaker, relay, fuse, like that of control equipment need to use to save the system. And next one, primary transmission line. So the primary transmission line, the input voltage is from the generator. So from the generator, so in that 6.6 kV, the input may be 6.6 kV, 11 kV, 13.8 kV is input there. So the output of the primary transmission line is 110 kV, either 132 kV or 220 kV or 400 kV or 765 kV. So why are you making the different voltage level means to reduce the power loss in transmission lines. So in transmission lines we are using ACSR, aluminum conductor steel reinforced. That conductor we are using, giving the maximum efficiency. So moreover, they are having high distance generating station to it's almost time it is done. Okay, the primary transmission line, the output will be 110 kV, 132 kV, or 220 kV, or 400 kV, 765 kV. Depends upon distance. So suppose we have the short transmission line, that we prefer only for 110 kV or 220 kV. So medium transmission lines you can prefer 400 kV. So long transmission line you can prefer the 765 kV for the in order to reduce the power losses. So mainly we are using the we are carrying the power 3-phase 3-wire system. And next one, secondary transmission line. So the secondary transmission line, the input voltage is received from primary transmission line. So either 110 kV or 132 kV or 220 kV, 400 kV, 765 kV. So the output of the secondary transmission line is 33 kV or 66 kV. And next one, primary distribution. So the primary distribution, the input voltage is 33 kV and 66 kV, and we have stepped down the voltage, the rating of 11 kV or 6.6 kV with the help of the 3-phase 3-wire system. And finally, secondary distribution, the 400 voltage for 3-phase, 230 voltage for single phase. That is the mainly we are using residential places, 400 voltage for the small industries, commercial places also. So first, generator. The generator is a device which convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. So the voltage rating normally 6.6 kV, 10.5 kV or 11 kV. Thermal power plant or nuclear power plant, any hydro power plant. So the rating will be like that. So 6.6 kV or 10.5 kV, 11 kV. So the rating will be standard. Second one, transformer. So transformer is a static device. Know that this working principle is electrostatic mutual induction principle. So we will transfer the power one circuit to another circuit without changing the frequency. That is the principle, transformer principle. So in that section of power system, we are using two types of transformer: step-up transformer and step-down transformer. In step-up transformer, primary voltage will be, primary winding voltage will be around 6.6 kV or 11 kV like that, and another second output of the transformer. In the output of the transformer in step up transformer is around 110 kV, 220 kV, or 765 kV like that. So and second types of transformer is step down transformer. So step down transformer means so primary winding have the huge number of turns compared with secondary winding. So that is said to be step down transformer. So the step down transformer used to reduce the voltage level. For example, in the step down transformer, input voltage will be around 110 kV to 20 kV. We step down the voltage, the rating of 33 kV and 11 kV. So reduce the voltage level. That is called as the step down transformer. So moreover, some current transformer and potential transformer, they are used to measure the voltage or current in the transmission lines. Next is see about control equipment. So the control equipments like a circuit breaker, relays, and isolators very important. These are used to protect the power system component, generator or transmission line, and distribution end. All the components will be saved from the fault of the system, like symmetrical fault or unsymmetrical fault condition. It is used to protect the components of the power system. So mainly we are using the oil circuit breaker, air flush circuit breaker, vacuum circuit breaker, SF6 circuit breaker. These are used to protect the power system components from the fault conditions. So the isolator is also very important part of the control equipment. So used to isolate the places, the faulty, healthy part of the components of the power system, and unhealthy. If suppose fault occur, means the place will be the place also to be unhealthy places. So you want to isolate healthy part and unhealthy part. So the isolator part is very important, that faulty conditions. And next one, the bus bar. So the bus bar used to collect the power from various types of power generating places, such as wind power generation and solar power generation, thermal power, hydro power generation, nuclear power generation, and thermal. So they are connecting all the rating of power from the different types of plants. It connected them and distribute to the loads. So the bus bar is very important. Used to it's also set to the summing point. So the summing point will collect all the power to meet out the huge amount of load. And next one, and transmission line. So the transmission lines is used to connect the generating station and the receiving station. So the transmission line very important. Without transmission line, we can't carry the power one place to another place. So the transmission system is very important. So in transmission system, mainly we are using the step up transformer and step down transformer. The input of the transformer is depends upon the distance between generating station to receiving station. So depends upon distance, the rating of the transformer will be varied. So the primary transmission and the secondary transmission. The primary transmission, the input rating is 110 kV or 220 kV like that. So output of the primary transmission lines around 33 kV or 66 kV. And secondary transmission line. So the input of secondary transmission line is 66 kV and 33 kV or 22 kV. And with the help of step down transformer, we will step down the voltage, the rating of 11 kV or 6.6 kV. That is called as the secondary transmission. So the distribution system. So the distribution system is very important. The system used to the generator power is distributed to the various types of consumer. For example, small consumer to big consumer. Big consumer like big industries and commercial places, residential places. So with the help of distributed system, we are distribute the power. We are distribute power to the consumer end. So in that system, we are using the with the help of step-down transformer. Like the input of transformer is around 11 kV or 6.6 kV. It step down to 400 voltage for three phase or 230 voltage for single phase. With the help of distribution transformer, the power will be distributed to the consumer. Secondary distribution. So secondary distribution, the output of the secondary distribution will be around 400 voltage for three phase, 230 voltage for single phase. With the help of step-down transformer, we can able to distribute the power to the consumer. Because the generating power is very important. So we are generating power received from different types of plant. So thermal power plant, hydro power plant, wind power plant, solar power plant. We are generated power. Okay, and step up power also. And finally, the very important is distribution of power also very important. So with the help of primary distribution and secondary distribution, the power will be distributed to the consumer with the specified voltage rating. What the requirement voltage we are provide through the primary distribution and secondary distribution. For single phase supply, we are using phase and neutral will be available. The three phase system, we are using three phase 4-wire system, RYP with respect to neutral. Conclusion. The basic structure of power system and its various components and their roles are discussed. So see to that how the power received from generating station to consumer end. So with the help, the diagram shows that, and moreover what we learn means what are the components are associated in structure of power system we are discussed. Each and every component how they are working we are discussed. Thank you.